Good afternoon and welcome to Real Chicks Rock Presents Real Discussions. I'm your host, Michelle Dawes-Bird, and as always, I'm super excited. Don't you start, Juan. Don't you start. I love my guests. As always, I'm always super excited to be here. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood here in Atlanta. It is election season. A lot of people have already started to go out and early vote, so it's a very critical time for us here, not only in Atlanta, but throughout the entire country. Today's topic, I want to just give you the topic today because I'm really excited about it, and I love all people, and especially the people that I have on today. Today is ¿Qué pasa? What's going on in our Latin community? We need to have this conversation because oftentimes we talk about the narrative from the African American perspective, but our Latino brothers and sisters are our brothers and sisters. And so I wanted to give them an opportunity to share the space today to just talk about things as they see it through their eyes, because we don't necessarily get the proper media coverage. We don't always have the proper understanding and insight. So I just wanted to invite a couple of guests today to just kind of share what's going on as they see it within their community. Thanks for all of the new listeners today. I thank you guys for joining us. Just want to give you guys a little background as to what Real Chicks Rock is all about. It's all about creatively collaborating and connecting to raise awareness regarding issues that impact women. And we do it by way of community service. We do it through public speaking. We do it through mentoring, the workshops, and the arts. And this platform, like I said, we use this to talk about things that we feel are very important to us, and not only talk about the challenges and the opportunities, but we want to talk about how we can be empowered. So we try to walk away with some resolutions and some answers as well. Again, today my topic is ¿Qué pasa? What's going on in our Latin community? And I have a guest via Zoom, and I have one in the office today. Look at that pretty face. Hello. Let me say hi to my guest. My guest is Janvieve Williams Comrie, right? Close.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you so much for being a guest. And inside to my right here is Dr. Juan Rodriguez. Juan.
Thank you for the opportunity. I am so excited to be here with you.
Thank you. Thanks. Let's jump in. So Janvieve, tell us a little bit about yourself, a little background about yourself, if you don't mind.
Absolutely, Michelle. Well, first of all, I checked out the Real Chicks Rock platform, right? So I read up because I'm really careful about who I do interviews with.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to be here. I should say that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm really excited. I live in the Bronx right now. I'm originally from Panama, Republic of Panama, not Panama City. And I'm a mom of two amazing children, 7 and 9-year-olds. And I'm also a daughter, right? I'm a daughter of my mother, which is Ona Williams Comrie, and my father, Enrique Williams. And that's just really important for me to say because they live in Panama.
Right.
So especially during these times, it has been, it's been hard. It's been hard for me to be so far away from them and not be able to visit them.
Right. When's the last time did you see your parents? Was it last year, 2019, or was? It
was 2019, for sure. I usually either bring them here to the U.S. To spend a month, or all of us go to Panama. So neither one of them has happened this year.
Yeah.
And it's not only me impacted, right? It's also my children.
Yes.
That have a really strong connection to their grandparents and to Panama and their cousins and everything else.
Right.
So it also feels like there's been sort of a rupture of relationship building and family life.
Yeah, and it's important. It's very critical because we need that. Has the challenge been because of and we can talk more about it as we get into the program and the conversation, but has a challenge that we can't see our parents because of COVID in conjunction to our relations with Panama, or it's just really been because of COVID?
No, Panama is one of the countries, like most of the countries, I should say, that has taken this pandemic really seriously.
Yes.
They actually closed down their airports.
Wow.
So and that's a way that they have been able to contain it.
Yes.
And to reduce the numbers. So it's still not safe for people to go in or out.
Right.
I feel like people are going out more, and now they have opened it up for cargo only.
Okay.
Right. But like, for example, you know, when I told my parents once, like, oh yeah, I'm going to the supermarket. This was maybe like May or June. And my dad is like, oh, you have to prepare, you know, and he was asking, and I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, yes, every single supermarket here in Panama City has the temperature checker.
Right.
And then not only that, they give out free masks.
Wow.
If people don't have it.
Yes.
If buildings are over a certain height and floors, they have contact tracers coming in and coming out. And he's like, so what are they doing over there? I said, oh, nothing.
Yeah.
They have a sign that says you have to come in, but I still see people inside places without the mask on.
Right.
So public health is actually something that has been taken very seriously. So it's for their safety that I can't go.
Yeah, because you're going to be in trouble if you go over there, because we just don't have those type of restrictions. So when you get over there, you're going to have to be quarantined and all that and da-da-da-da-da.
Well, they don't even allow you to come in.
Yeah. Wow.
We had an aunt that passed away recently, and her daughter was the only person that was allowed, because her daughter. Yeah,
immediate family.
And she had to be quarantined before anything else.
Wow.
Public health has been taken very seriously in a country that doesn't have the millions of dollars at this moment.
I know. We're going to talk more about that. Now to my guest to the right, Juan. Dr. Juan, hi.
Hi.
Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I'm a New Yorican. I was born and raised in New York, in El Barrio. I taught in the South Bronx, Junior High School 131, for a little while. I changed careers in 1993 to become a chiropractor.
Okay.
In New York, I worked in construction for over 12 years, doing layout design, project management, and estimating of high-rise construction buildings.
Yes.
And then the bottom fell out, and I said, I had enough.
Okay.
I'm going to come to Georgia.
Okay.
And that's where my opportunity to meet you. I had told my friends, you know what? I'm going to become a chiropractor. And they were like, dude, bro, what do you know about it? I go, like, nothing. And they told me, hey, listen, I admire you, And the reason why I admire you is because a lot of people say, I'm gonna, and they never.
Right.
All right? You just said, hey, I'm gonna, and you just got up, came to Georgia, and I got to meet Michelle.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting on a chair that probably Kai and Kemet and all my colleagues here in Atlanta.
Some of your house heads have said,
I'm not worthy. I like to tell people, I wore a bow tie today because I wanted to make sure that I look quasi-intelligent.
You're fine.
Because I'm constantly telling people I'm not that smart.
You're fine. You're fine. Tell me a little bit about the neighborhood you live in today. Is it Latino inspired or influenced? No?
Oh, no, not at all. Coming from a barrios, Spanish Harlem, everything I knew was black and Puerto Rican.
Right.
So when I came to Georgia, I anticipated, to be inclusive, to be accepted by my colleagues. So I started working, and I was kind of thrown for a loop because everything growing up was, black and Puerto Rican. I didn't even know I was a minority, I thought everybody was Puerto Rican, right? And I came to Georgia, and we got questions like, dude, do you speak Mexican? I'm like, no, I think they speak Spanish, and so do I. Oh, you have good recipes for tacos. I go, no, dude, you eat more tacos than I do. I eat rice and beans, man. Okay? So those are the kind of questions that we got. I got pulled over for driving while being brown, because I had an older car, and when they looked at my license, it was like, Juan Rodriguez, oh, you must be illegal. So they took my license. I got it back. It was because the light over my tag was out.
Okay.
So now, years later, when we had our child, we decided that we wanted to move to East Cobb, which is very predominantly
white. Yeah, Caucasian, white.
Melanin deprived.
Okay.
Not melanin enhanced. Okay. And I felt like a stranger on a strange planet.
Okay.
I would take my son to school and they would ask him, oh my God, where are you guys from? And we're Puerto Rican. And he was like, oh, we thought you were Middle Eastern or something. And then I would find it very interesting that my friends that I met here and from Atlanta proper found it challenging to come visit me in Cobb County, because it was like, dude, why? I'm not going to go to Cobb County, man. I'm African American. I'm going to get pulled over for nothing. So those are the kind of challenges that we faced, and we kind of look at them and go like, we are who we are, and we're going to live this way, okay? We're not going to change ourselves for just about anybody. And it gets me into trouble. It gets me into trouble.
But it's okay.
Because I have a strong perception of, no matter how educated or no matter how much your income status may be, in the proper environment, you're not going to be looked upon as someone that's equal because of your melanin content.
Okay.
So which is kind of like challenging until they start talking to you and they go like, hey man, that guy's kind of cool.